That's nice.
What's up, guys? It's RevJ again. Clearly, I've got a box from Amazon Prime here sitting in front of me because I bought the Rebuild Everything Yukon little present. Alright, so if you guys have watched the previous videos, some of them on the Rebuild Everything Yukon, I went ahead and bought some LED fog lights that I put in the front, and I was really happy with them from a company called Nilight. And even though one of them burned out, they went ahead and replaced it for me. Well, I decided I was going to go ahead and get another upgrade for the Yukon, so I picked these up from Nilight. And let's see if you guys can see on the front here. Maybe. 30-watt spot. I don't know what DP means. 2 pieces. So that's right, I went ahead and bought more lights for the Yukon. These are going to go ahead and be mounted in the rear, because with all the tint, even with a backup camera, especially if you're putting a trailer on or something, it's really hard to see out the back. These are their 7-inch low-profile LED lights. Let's get them thrown open here. Not a huge box. What does it say on the side? Yep, just the same information. And we'll pop open the top here. Got a couple bags of brackets. Same type of thing we got with the front mounts. They're little, I'll pop one open so you guys can see. They're just little pivoting brackets. Oh, this has actually got a couple. This has got a set of deep brackets there. Say that's about 3 inches. And then they have these. There's 2 of these in here. A shorter angle bracket. So I think it depends how you're going to mount it, whether you need the offset or not. Ta-da! That's pretty cool looking, I think. Get up a little closer here. And of course, the front viewing surface, which you'd be looking at. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 6 LEDs across, 7 inches total. Obviously, you got about a ½ inch on either side. There's the Nilight on top. On Amazon, I think these were about $40, something like that. I'll post it on screen here. I don't have it in front of me. They came pretty highly reviewed. The biggest complaint people seem to have with them is a complaint I've heard on a lot of these Nilight lights, and that's that eventually there can be some moisture that gets in behind these. What you usually end up doing, and what I did on my other Nilights to prevent that from happening, is you just go ahead and you take out the perimeter screws that hold the side covers on. Well, there's a little bit of sort of a gasket material that they have in here. It's just like a stamped piece of rubber. And what ends up happening is, in production, my guess is, QC standards aren't that high. This is all overseas made stuff. So when they're torquing these down, they're not paying attention to how tight they're going on them, and they're either pinching that seal, or they're not getting the seal fully seated. It actually has a little indexing lip on it. So that's what generally happens with these. So on all mine, before I install them, I take out all that hardware, and I actually get that sealed up. And as a matter of fact here, I think we'll go ahead and pull some of these off. Okay, with both the side covers off, it's a little easier to see on the inside there. That's the side of the actual unit itself, where the little LEDs are. There we go. And you can see the board behind it, and the rest is just a big heatsink. Now these 3 bolt holes are where that side cover attaches, and the only thing in between there is this little rubber gasket. Let's see if it's not too dark there. This little rubber gasket. There we go. And if that is pinched or caught anywhere, it will leak where the side panel attaches to the side of the actual light here. Now in the front, you see there is a plexi, probably just plastic, cover protecting the front of the LEDs, and that has 2 sort of thin plastic rods that go in here and are pinched by that plexi or by that plastic by these bolts. Now, what I figured out last time when I was messing with these lights is it's better not to pull those out unless they're actively damaged for some reason. So if you can see here, I'm going to see if we can get it up close. The lighting might prevent it. There you go. You can see that little, it's almost like a plastic filament that's in there. And these screws here are pushing down, securing that against that plastic. Now, if it is in good shape, to start with, it's not worth messing with. You could, if you really wanted to, pull all of these out and do like a thin layer of like a clear silicone or something, but you have to make sure that no matter what, you get a good seal to, there we go, tighten down those. There is some play in the LEDs there. The board does kind of wiggle, the reflectors at least, not the LEDs. There you go, you can kind of see that. Our main focus, though, like I said, is these side panels. So what I did last time and what I'm going to do on these, I'm just going to clean these up with a little rubbing alcohol, hit a tiny layer of black RTV near the mating surfaces where they pinch up. We'll clamp them back into place. This thing can be reassembled the same way it was disassembled, and our lights will be ready to reinstall. Now it's worth mentioning, I already have upgraded LED reverse lights, but these are still going to be way, way brighter.